Hiya, I'm Becca, and I'm going to talk about how the neuroscientific approach to dance has benefited me as both a dancer and as a teacher. So the first mind-blowing thing that I learned in my very first workshop is exactly how the brain and body work together. I think quite often we talk about them as separate functions, like either being very cerebral or being very much in our bodies. And it was really interesting and important to learn actually how they work together and the relationship, so that you can build up that awareness, which is so essential to you as a dancer. The other part is, as a teacher, I think we all understand at a cerebral level that our brains are different, and that we need to be inclusive to different learning styles and different approaches. But actually practically talking about how the brain does disseminate information and the best ways to do this. So for example, dancing a combo 3 different times because people will pick up on different cues visually each time they watch it, has really enabled me to think practically about not only as students come into my class being very adaptable and flexible at the time, which is what I did before, but preempting that. So as I'm planning my classes and workshops, thinking, okay, how can I make this instantly more inclusive to people and more accessible for different brains and different people straight away. And that's helped me to really make sure I've got this great lesson plan while still having that adaptability and flexibility within the class. So there are 2 ways that the neuroscientific approach to dance have really helped me. There's so many other parts within that and granularities where this has really supported me, and I would really encourage you to check out Celine's workshops and look more into this pathway, because it can only enhance us as dancers. All knowledge is worth having. We should definitely be building up more awareness and making sure that we can then apply that knowledge to our students as well. Thank you.
Hi, so I attended Sophia's Neuroscience of Dance workshops last lockdown in 2020. I have a background mostly in belly dance. I definitely do not have a background in science or neuroscience. So I went to this workshop because I thought it would be fascinating to learn about the science behind dance, and really to learn more about the powers that dance could have, and what actually goes on in our body and in our minds when we dance. It's such a unique activity to do, and it seems to engage so many different parts of our brain at once, as well as our emotion, our feeling, our creativity, and passion all at the same time. So in Sophia's workshops on the neuroscience of dance, we learn about the different parts of the brain and how they work, particularly when we're dancing. We learn about memory, and we also learn about the different ways that different people can actually learn how to dance, depending on actually just how their brain works. So this was really, really interesting, because I think for me it shone a light on the fact that there is no right or wrong way to learn how to dance, and that's really, really important for inclusivity and for diversity. So whether I'm teaching beginners how to belly dance, or I'm in the studio and I'm learning myself, it sort of reminded me that actually we need to be compassionate with ourselves and with other people when we are learning how to dance or teaching dance, and just appreciating that different people will absorb information in different ways. So, some people, for example, might prefer to just listen to the music and maybe watch a move 5 or 6 times before trying, whereas for other people they might want to dive straight in and actually start getting into the movement and start dancing right there and then. So yeah, I think that it's really important to learn about the different ways that people can learn if you want to be a teacher that is more inclusive, and not just teaching one way, and just appreciate that we're all different. And the other thing that we learned about in the workshop was how emotion can impact the brain and particularly memory, and this can actually impact the way that we learn how to dance, which I thought was really, really, really fascinating, and just sort of hammered home the message that actually dance is an emotional art form, and this is really important, kind of above and beyond technique. So after the workshop, I think I probably just had more questions really about the neuroscience of dance, and just potential for learning more about this amazing art form and what it can do for us and for society as well. So, for example, what potential is there for dance to scientifically heal trauma by developing new pathways in the brain? What potential is there in dance to be able to articulate emotion in a unique way by the fact that we are using all of these different parts of our brain together in one go? It really is a unique art form. And what potential is there for dance to kind of break down barriers between people who are neurodiverse and learn information in different ways? How can we use dance as an art form to make spaces more inclusive and to bring different people together? So I would say definitely attend a Neuroscience of Dance workshop. You do not have to be a scientist. You don't even have to be a professional dancer. If you're just fascinated about learning how the brain might work and how this can impact you on your dance journey, or even just help to express emotion and connect with other people, then you should definitely attend. Thank you so much for a beautiful workshop. Really helped me to get deeper into my dance practice, understanding and appreciating the complexities of our art form with new light, learning how to learn and adapt, and how to teach in a more inclusive way, and the scientific power of being guided by our emotions and imagination in dance, above and beyond technique. I'd highly recommend this workshop to anyone interested in understanding the beauty and science behind dance. And like me, no need for a scientific background to attend.
Hi, my name's Lynn Chapman and I'm a dancer, a performer, a teacher and a musician. My stage name is Fulia and I've been teaching dance for over 20 years now. I've always been fascinated with the brain and how certain teaching tools work for some people and why they don't work for others, and also in the role that the brain plays with regard to performing, how it can help you and how it can hinder you. So I attended some of Sophia's workshops. As well as learning the scientific names for areas of the brain and what they are specifically related to, I mainly found Sophia's workshops really quite reassuring. So all of these dance practices and teaching practices that I've been developing and learning over the last 20 years or so, to find that they're now really being backed up with scientific research and data is just really reassuring. On neuroscience, to learn more about this area, it's useful to know that you are doing things right. You always think, you hope you are, but to have that scientific proof is really helpful.
My name is Shai. I am from Israel. The past year or so, I have been making the effort to participate with Celine's workshops with a neuroscientific approach. It is her big baby that she has been working on quite hard a long time, and I am quite happy to contribute in my own humble way. For me, it was a different experience and perspective to learn new things, and I wish to recommend it to others to give it a shot and expand your horizons. I have been using her workshops also for myself, for other dance projects, and for myself, and well, I look forward for her next performances and contributes. Thank you again, Celine, for the bottom of my heart. Been a pleasure to meet you, and still look forward to the next stuff you're intending to make. Ciao for now. Happy Lag BaOmer and other merriments. Can't keep up with all of them.
Hello, my name is Liliana. I've been in Celine's workshops a few times, and I'm not a professional dancer. So I was like, I didn't know what to expect, I didn't know what I would feel, I didn't know what kind of people. I knew most of them was dancers and not dancers, so I was a little bit scared, to be honest, and the experience was amazing. It was like I never feel fit to dance because I was not able to feel comfortable with my body because I'm kind of a little big and I'm tall, so I didn't feel too much fit to dance, because you always have that conscience that people have to be skinny and have to be fit and need to know about it. So no, it's not at all. I was having a little bit issues at that time, some personal issues, life issues, so that kind of things, and I was a little bit depressed, and I feel like, well, I couldn't think the experience will be that good because I always have troubles with myself, and it was really good. I connect straight away with that people, and when I look at myself, I was dancing like I never did. So she was really great. She was making us feel comfortable. She was making it feel acceptable. So yeah, I do like her workshops, and I think she's doing something incredible, and I hope people see that kind of idea through it, and can research more about it, because like I said in the first of this video, I never had too much experience and I never feel fit, and I connect with that people straight away. I feel accept, I feel amazing. So yeah, thank you so much, Celine Martins, for this experience, this amazing experience. It makes me feel a better person. It makes me feel like I can dance everywhere, every time I want. Thank you. Cheers.